All right, everybody, good morning. It is Sunday, May the 3rd. All right. Yeah, May the 3rd. It's almost 6 o'clock a.m. It's 37 degrees in Hampstead. It's a little chilly this morning, but it's going to warm up. Springtime. Springtime in Hampstead. Let's see if we can get my text to speech. All right, why did it just do that? Come on. There we go. Good morning from Angeles. She's probably the one that gave me
Sean White says morning.
Hey, Sean, good morning. What are you doing? Are you up and on the road already? All right, here we go. Here we go. Sun's up already. I think I should put my lights on. What do you think? Lights on? Nah, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to take the chance. See what it looks like out in the woods. We're on our journey to pursue happiness. Here we go. We got one delivery today, so it's a short day, short ride today. One trip to what a day. The moon's up. It's very clear here. Very clear. I think that's why it's so chilly, because we've got no clouds at all. No clouds at all. I don't know if you're going to see the moon. You might see it here in a minute. It's behind the trees. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Sean White says I am just ending a 2.5-hour shift. I went out at 3:30, made $75 in 2.5 hours.
Wow, that's good. You know what? I got to do one more thing here real quick. Whoa! Come here. Hang on. I'm trying to get something done here. Three. Yeah. Let's do one more thing. I want to put my... There we go. Oh, look, cows are... And they're in my field. They're in the closer field today. Maybe they'll be there when we come back. I'm not stopping now. I got a good picture of the moon this morning. On my way up, it was still dark. One week till Mother's Day, everybody. 1 week till Mother's Day. If you have a mother or are a mother, please keep it in mind. 1 week to go. It's the 1 week warning. 1 week warning. If you're somebody who like doesn't really call your mom a lot, you know, I was never like that. I was very close to my mom. But if you are a person who doesn't call your mom a lot, I'd call today just to say hi. You know, like don't make a thing. Don't mention Mother's Day or anything. Just say hi. How's it going? Blah blah blah. Make it a short little conversation. So then next week, you know, it'll be Mother's Day. You're going to be saying hi again, but it won't be like, oh, I haven't heard from you for so long. Be like, didn't we just talk? Think about it. Just a quick call. Quick call today sets you up for a really good Mother's Day. If you haven't been like in great communication over the year. Okay. Cardinal.
Dangerous says good morning, Craig. Make that a short.
Make that a short what? Oh, my advice about Mother's Day? Yeah, I could do that.
Dangerous says yes.
Oh, look, we got farm equipment. Farm equipment. Sunday morning, you're never in a rush on Sunday mornings. I'm not. I'm never really in a rush period anymore. Like, I don't do the rush thing anymore. But Sundays are good days to just sort of chill out. Oh, I did make the short about the car, by the way. Car that went flying by me. I was inspired by our conversation yesterday. All right, so what are we going to do?
Dangerous says I'm not. I'm excited for a free muffin after service though.
A free muffin? Can't beat that. Now, when you eat a muffin, do you like to take the top off or do you leave it on? I always pull the top off. I eat the bottom part first, and then so I save the top part for later. That's how I usually eat them. If you've got like that kind of muffin. And this guy's like a little wiggly up there. I'm not going to pass. I don't have that far to go. He wants me to pass it. All right. Thank you. My luck, he would have made a left. Probably the smarter thing to do, because if he came up here and made a left, that wouldn't be good.
Dangerous says yeah, bland muffin the church ladies make. I give mine to the church taker man. He loves sweets. I am dangerous says nice pass.
Yeah, fortunately, it was an easy pass, easy pass. The moon over there. You still see the moon. It's not 100% full, but it's pretty close.
Dangerous says I see it.
It's crazy because the sun's coming up. You can still see it pretty brightly. A lot of donuts today. The place we're going to, what a day.
Dangerous says it's a dotty. Lol.
What a day. 156 donuts today. It's a lot for them. I don't know what. I think they're planning to have a pretty big order tomorrow too. I think they already called in about customers that wanted boxed donuts. So aside from the donuts they're buying for their own inventory, they've already got orders for boxes of them. Oh, squirrel, squirrel! Ooh. He made it. He made it. I think he had a big nut in his mouth. Ooh, the Christmas decorations are close.
I'm dangerous, says not the squirrel.
Well, he was running one way and changed his mind. He almost lost it. Almost.
Angela.co5, he says, hey again, Craig.
Hey, Angela. Good morning. Happy Sunday morning. It's actually a really nice day. It's a little chilly, 37 degrees, but it's very nice out. I think it's going to warm up to about 60 and be sunny today.
I'm dangerous, says good morning, Angela. At Angela.co5, he says, I went to get ready right quick.
It's funny because I turned the live on, and the first thing I saw was I had one thumbs up, but nobody viewing. And it's always funny.
Angela.co5b says, hi Akshan, how are you feeling today? At Angela.co5b says, hi just a cat.
Sean's been out making money.
Angela.co5b says, I saw. At Akshan White says, I am feeling better almost home. I went out at 3:30 am to 6. At Akshan White says, took yesterday off.
$3:30 to 6. It is surprising that's, like, what kind of, were you delivering like DoorDash food orders at that point? Surprising that's a lucrative time. I guess nobody else is out. That's true. That would be one part of it.
At Akshan White says McDonald's N1 Walgreens shop. At Akshan White says plus PK.
Oh, yeah.
Angela.co5b says, yes, I was watching you yesterday. I am glad you went home and got some rest.
I slept pretty good yesterday. I didn't cut the grass though. Maybe today. I'm like pushing my grass cutting back a couple of days. I don't want to do that, especially this time of year. It's not good to do that. gas is creeping up a little bit. 407. I don't know though. I think it was. No, that might be the same.
Angela-Co5B says you in the grass you're always slacking putting it off.
I know.
At Angela-Co5B says ha ha ha.
Well, I get home, and by the time I get, because there are the weekends, because I'm usually in the bakery for like 8 hours or more, but I get home and I'm like, ugh, just want to sit down and hang out with AJ for a little bit. And it was nicer yesterday than they had predicted. Like they'd said it was going to be very cloudy all day, but we had more sun than I was expecting. So it was a nice day yesterday. It's going to turn yellow. I think it's going to turn yellow. No, maybe not. Yesterday morning, we passed a deer. If anybody remembers this, we passed a deer and nobody saw it except me. So I went back and looked at the film, I went back and looked at the video. And it was kind of hard to see.
25 says good morning.
Hey, good morning. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. But it was hard to see. So I can't blame you on not seeing the deer yesterday. It was right next to the road, but you couldn't really see it. It wasn't bright enough yet.
Angela-Co5B says Sean, I enjoy your lives every day and I subscribed to your wife's page yesterday when you posted it. Also need another banana foam drink from Dunkin' and I wish you could get the kolaches there.
Sean, does your wife have a page? Does she ever post videos and stuff? I didn't know she had a page. What's her channel name? Living with a Nut?
Sean White says she sells eBay.
Ah. All right, we got a green light. Is it going to stay green? Is it going to stay green? Ah. Okay, we got a red light.
Angela-Co5B says Craig, nice story time. That's just like the big horse story last week. Ha ha ha.
Of course. Well, if it was obvious, I was going to make a video, but it wasn't obvious. Like, the deer was standing there, and then I think it like turned and ran away, and it just didn't. You couldn't see it that well.
Angela-Co5B says time to play shoot the light.
Shoot Shoot the light. Shoot the light? What is that? I don't know that game.
Sean White says, okay, I am going to nap. I'll catch y'all later.
All right.
At Angela.co5B says, make it turn green. At
Oh.
says, you go live later, Sean.
Gotcha.
At Angela.co5B says, enjoy your nap. At Sean
Yes.
White says, this afternoon, probably.
Yeah, Sean, enjoy your nap. You can dream well now that you've already made some money today. Three to six.
Angela.co5B says, hope I am out of church before you start.
Well, one thing I know about Sean is he can wake up and be out door dashing within like 15 minutes. You get a message. I got a message from him one time. And he said, "Yeah, I just woke up," and then I swear it was less than 15 minutes later. He was already. Ooh, see that bird? Did everybody see that bird hit the windshield? Anyway, he was like outdoor dashing within 15 minutes. That was a hard hit. That bird did not make it. That bird is dead.
Sean White says, I live 2 minutes from the zone law.
Yeah. Did you guys see that bird? I don't know if he hit the windshield like right in front of the camera. It was pretty close. He wanted to go out. He wanted to go out on a live stream. I heard it. You can probably hear it. Even if you didn't see it, you can probably hear it. Here's another bird. This one's too big. I don't want to hit this bird. Like a hawk.
Morganell2225 says it takes me approximately 3 business days to wake up and get ready for work. At Angela.co5B says, saw something that was fast.
Yeah, that was the bird. Did you hear it? I don't know if it was loud enough to hear. 3 business days. That's
Angela.co5B says, oh, that's nice, Sean.
Thank you. I mean, it is. I wake up at 2:30, but I don't leave the house until. On a normal day, I don't leave the house until 4:15. It's a long time. But I have to feed AJ.
Angela.-Co5B says definitely heard it.
Oh, that's good. Maybe I'll make a short out of the bread. No. I was going to make a short. One time we had a deer that was walking across the road really, really slowly. He was limping. I mean, like one of his legs was definitely broken. And I'm like, oh, there he goes. And he's walking across the road. And but I'm like, oh, I should make that a short. So I went home, and when I was watching the footage, I got really sad. I actually felt, I almost cried. The poor deer, I don't think the deer was going to live very long, because you know how when that happens, when a deer has a broken leg like that, it's not a good, they're not going to live that much longer.
Angela.-Co5B says, I believe you this time, Craig, haha. At Morgan L2225 says, I wake up around 6:30 and don't have to leave until 10:45 and I'm still half dead.
Do you eat breakfast, though? I don't eat breakfast. Do you eat breakfast in that time? I never eat breakfast.
Angela.-Co5B says, oh my Morgan Mall.
Do you ever out of the half dead state? At what time do you become less than half dead? Like zero dead. That was Sunday morning. Yeah, they're not going to be expecting me today. They don't open till 7. Usually Sunday morning is the day that I walk in and they've got the music.
Morgan L2225 says, no, I'm usually waiting on a coconut Danish.
Oh. Well, they're the cute ones. I like the coconut Danishes. I believe I have 2 of them in the van right now. All right, I'm going to call them because they don't know I'm here on Sundays. What a day. I haven't called them for a while. I haven't called them since Tuesday, the 29th of April. Here we go. Think they're going to pick up? Probably not. They're probably just going to open the door. That's the thing. All right, I'm hanging up because I figured there they are. Wow. They sold everything yesterday. They sold everything but 2 cinnamon buns. Oh, somebody's here. Somebody's at the drive-thru. They don't open for a half an hour. That's going to be a long wait.
Reboot in memory.
Oh. There we go. Let's go. Let me grab my... We got a lot of donuts to unload today, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's go. Turn you around. Boom. Look, all we got. That's all we had left over. 2 cinnamon buns. All right, here we go. Have arrived. We got jelly. Jelly! Boston cream. Those marshmallow filled. Can you see all the stuff on those things? Shoot. Tell you what.
No 5B says close up.
Close up. Close-ups. Donut close-ups. I like these. They're happy looking, right? The little M&Ms. I just like looking at them. Here's the white version of the M&Ms. Oh, we got glazed. I got a lot of glaze. It's always a biggie. Morgan knows how these donuts are made. Now we're going down. Now,
Angela Dash Code 5B says never seen him in this.
now we got chocolate, and then we've got the ones closer to me are Oreos, crunched up. We got Oreo cookies crunched up. We got some more chocolate glaze, some Heath bar. Close up, close up. It's a little breezy out here. We got a few more M&Ms and the 6 Cronuts. Cronuts are becoming very popular. I might have to eat a cronut. I've never had a cronut. Or in the back. Here are our large Danish and cinnamon buns. Stacking up on the cinnamon buns. And the minis. Oh, look, there's the coconut. It's always like 2 coconut on here. See the little, they're my favorite. They're the cutest. I think I did that thumbnail. Didn't I do a thumbnail yesterday of holding my donuts? Holding my donuts. Sounded weird. All right, taking them in. We're taking them in. Watch the drive-thru. If anybody pulls up, let them know. 7 o'clock. Oh, yeah. See, it's loud here. Good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Lots of donuts today.
Oh, yeah.
I know. It's crazy. You had a lot in there. Well, maybe another day. 1 week till Mother's Day, everybody. Be aware. Be aware. All right. Have a good day. A little public service announcement. Lots of trays. It's a busy place. I think they're, whoops, pushed that already. They're probably so busy because they have the greatest donuts in the world. Just kidding. I'm sure they sell a lot of good food too. All right, we're back in the van. It was a little chilly up there.
At Angela.co5b says, what are all the fillings on those Danish? One looked like peach. Haven't seen that here.
Is it peach? I think it might be peach. I don't know if they. I know we have peaches, so.
At Morgan L2225 says yes.
Whew, thank you, Morgan. I was going to say, I think I've seen the peach, but I really didn't look. When I load the van, I kind of look for the total number. And then I did check out the coconut because they're, I have a thing about the coconut ones too. All right, here we go. Here we go. Back to the bakery. I'm not going to get gas. What's today's? Maybe I should get gas. Maybe I should get gas today because tomorrow.
At Morgan L2225 says cheese, chocolate chip, apple, cherry, blueberry, chocolate, coconut, lemon, peach.
Wow. Thank you, Morgan. Look. See, everyone is aware that I'm not an expert on the bakery part of it. I can drive the heck out of a donut. But I have been known to stumble on the bakery production questions. Oh, what did I do? Did I mess that up? Looks okay to me. Seems like we're facing down more. What am I better on me? There we go. Yeah. Nobody on the road this morning. Very quiet. Very quiet. Yes, for anybody that wasn't around this morning, I was giving out my public service announcement. Just a heads up that we are 1 week away from Mother's Day. Please be aware. Please be aware. 1 week from Mother's Day.
At Donaku594 says, remember, everything else is meaningless if you can't get the donuts to the people. At Morgan L2225 says, should I make flashcards and quiz you all?
You could give us, but it's very helpful because I wasn't 100% sure that was a peach Danish, but now we know that it was. So that's very helpful. I mean, we are learning. It's an educational kind of ride because we learn that your average person eats 63 donuts a year. Now, when I posted that video, most of the comments that came back were people saying that they don't eat any donuts, which I found offensive. No, I didn't really. I didn't find it.
At Angela.co5b says, I want one of each Morgan Law.
Yeah, we've got bakery fans here, Morgan. Morgan can make a cake look like anything. She decorates cakes and cookies, among other things, but she decorates cakes like you wouldn't believe. I should take, you know what, I should have really, even yesterday, like when you were making that little rose, or the flower, I should have...
Donaku594 says, I don't think I am keeping up that part of the statistics.
Yeah, you got to find something to share.
At Angela.co5b says, we don't have those flavors here.
You don't have peach Danish, and you don't have M&Ms. You were saying you don't have M&Ms on your donuts either. Well, I know we're all. Oh, look, there's dinner. We're always trying out new stuff.
At Angela.-co5B says no.
Wow. All right, but for anybody who wasn't here earlier, my public service announcement was if you're someone who isn't in constant communication with your mother, assuming that your mother is still with us, then if you're not calling your mother often, you should call her today, right? And just say hi. Don't mention Mother's Day. Just say hi, how you doing, blah, blah, blah. It could be a short conversation. And then next week, when it's Mother's Day, you call up to say Happy Mother's Day, and it's not like you only call on Mother's Day. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be like, oh, I haven't heard from you forever, because you just called. So think about it. Very short. Hey, how you doing?
At Angela.-co5B says Morgan, if y'all were closer, I would get my daughter's birthday cake from y'all. She's 18 in December.
What would she want on her cake? Like, if you were going to buy the cake and you could put anything on it at all, what would she want? What kind of decoration?
At Morgan L2225 says road trip.
Oh, sure. There you go.
At Angela.-co5B says I wish I could call my mom. She passed in 2007, but I do have a foster mom.
Yeah, my mother also passed in 2007. December the 6th. 2007.
At Donaku594 says if you call your mother and her first words are, "What's wrong?" then you don't call enough.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
At Angela.-co5B says for 2 or 3 birthdays now she's wanted NBA Youngboy rapper on your cake.
So we can do that. There are some funny things that people get on their cakes sometimes.
Morgan L2225 says I think I caused mine some trouble then because I call daily and she still asks what's wrong. Maybe I need to pay for her grace to get touched up. At Angela.-co5B says yes.
Ooh, I think we're going to see it turn. Maybe that's good. Green light. We
Angela
went.
dot dash co 5B says, oh lol Morgan.
We should put some film. We should make some little shorts of you doing stuff in the bakery. Morgan, I don't know if I told you. I saw a short. There's a lady that I think her bakery is in Arizona. I think she's the one in Arizona. But anyway, there's a lady that was, all she was doing was boxing up oh look, there's a deer on the side of the road. Alive. She was boxing up 4 donuts and taking them to a fire station. The 4 donuts was a different story. The 4 donuts, she was putting she made them look like minions. 2 of them, she made them yellow and made them look like a minion. 19 million people looked at that short. 19 million people. I'm like, oh man, that's crazy. It is interesting though.
Morgan L2225 says Street Honore. She's based out of Las Vegas.
Oh, is that the one? You've probably seen all. Yeah, you've probably seen all the ones I'm talking about. Have you seen the funny guy? The guy that, like, I don't know his name either, but he's always kind of hysterical.
Morgan L2225 says
$7 for 1 donut. Wow. That's a lot. We've got a rhythmic rattle in the back. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's not super loud, but it sounds like somebody is sitting in the back just like tapping something. Maybe they are. Somebody jumped in where I didn't know it. That sun is bright. This car has no idea what the traffic light is because the sun is right in our face. I gotta get some sunglasses. That's right. There's sunglasses in here.
Angela.co 5B says $7. Wow, but in Vegas, probably not surprising.
Yeah, it's true. Whose sunglasses are these? You know? I just found them in the van. Probably Morgan's. They're coming in handy right now. Actually, I stopped right where the sun is on the other side of that pole.
Angela.co 5B says rattle, 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 lol. It's been with us for a minute. It sounds distant though.
Yeah, it does sound, it's not quite so loud, but it is a rhythmic rattle. I stopped in just the right place where the sun was like behind that pole.
Angela.co5b says didn't see put camera lower.
What, could you not see the sun? Is the camera too low for the sun? Well, you don't want the sun. It's going to be just a big ball of fire. The camera is a little bit lower than usual, I think. Too carried away. What happened to my music? There it is. I think I turned it down when I made the phone call. I forgot to turn it back up.
Angela.co5b says was that the gas station you go to at the light.
Oh!
Angela.co5b says the glass is silly.
Oh, I didn't get gas. I forgot about the gas. I'll get it tomorrow. I think I have enough. That'll be our challenge for tomorrow. Will he have enough gas? I mean, I can always get it somewhere else. I just like to get it there. Yeah, we'll get it there tomorrow. They may not open until 7 on Sunday. I don't know. Well, we've got plenty we've really got plenty. We should be fine on Monday, too. Look, Angela's got a better memory than me. But that is... Oh, what happened? Did I buffer for a while?
Angela.co5b says what's the fence you just passed?
What the fences I just passed on the left? The fences that were on the left or on the right? The fenced-in area on the right was like a...
Angela.co5b says not always correct.
The fences on the right were like a baseball field area, if that's what you were talking about. I think there's some sporting fields.
Markinel2225 says Little League Baseball usually.
Yeah.
And Angela.co5b says right.
Yeah. Ooh, big charter bus back here. That's interesting.
Angela.co5b says oh okay.
Cows on the hill, cows on the hill. I wonder if the cows that live in a pasture that's hilly are in better shape than the ones that live on like flat farmland. You know, because they got to walk up and down the hills. If they're standing on the hill, it's kind of more, probably takes a little more muscle. So sunny.
Angela.co5b says made it through sound cut a little picture with blurry a little but could make out still.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I look like, I could see the words "you're live" on the phone, which usually means that for a moment I wasn't.
L2225 says, okay, this is going to show my Carroll County redneck. But typically if it's a beef steer, their meat can be tougher because they're more muscular.
Ooh, muscle. All right, let me, what am I doing? There are less, look, all the little snow people.
Co5B says, Craig didn't see that deer though, you sure you saw it, or was the sun in your eyes?
Look, all the snowmen are down. So basically the only thing that is still there are the two choir people. All the other stuff I would say could be considered down. So I don't know, guys. Do we wait? We'll leave it up to you guys. Do we wait until the, maybe I'll put a post out there and ask that question. You think we should wait until the two choir people have been taken down to consider the contest done? Because that's it. That's all that's left now. Well, and there's a snowman standing in front of them. I noticed. But there used to be a whole group of snowmen, and they're gone.
Co5B says, oh wow.
It's almost done. Almost done.
L2225 says, my aunt won't let her steer go to two of her pastures because there are straight hills. At Angela
Really?
Co5B says yes.
So it does make a difference. I thought it makes sense that it does, because you really, if you're walking up and down these steep hills, and they're pretty heavy animals. That's a Carroll County.
Anaku594 says, did you monitor that house last year?
No, I wasn't doing that last year. I just started driving the van at the end of the summer last year. I'm not sure when my first day was. I think it was in July, maybe. I think. I should probably know that, since it's going to be coming up on my anniversary. Maybe I'll get a raise. But yeah, so no, I wasn't doing it then. I first experienced their decorations on Halloween last year. He does a similar decoration setup for Halloween. I mean, it's similar. I mean, about the same number of ornaments spread out.
Anaku594 says, okay, just wanted to make sure you didn't have an advantage. At Angela.Co5B says, contest ends when everything is gone.
Everything. Okay, so we're going to wait. So when, as far as I could tell, I'll go back and look at it again. We can check it. But I think there were the two choir people and one snowman standing in front of them. It's almost like the snowman is like Secret Service, and he's standing in front of the choir to protect them from any harm. That's the way it looked to me. You would have thought that he would have melted by now, though. Although, today it's still 37 degrees, so I guess he's still hanging on. But we've already been 90 degrees this year. A few weeks ago, we hit 90, I think. This car's sticking out a little bit too far there, buddy. All right, now it's time for the cow observation portion of our ride. This is where we saw the cow peeing the other day.
L2225 says that was a rough day in the bakery. I'm hoping this summer goes easy on us or Bob's buying me a new pan lol.
That's true. It's you never really think about the fact that you've got a huge oven. It's basically the centerpiece of the organization. It all depends on the oven.
Angela.Co5B says A2B grocery store had cakes for Cinco Demo yesterday. They had taco cakes and one looked like real nachos with ground beef and everything.
Oh, really? That's pretty cool. Where are the cows? Where are the cows? Are they in the barn? They're not. The cows are not in the barn. They're not in the barn. Where are they? No, they're all down here in the shade. It is funny watching the cows kind of move around. They're all right there.
L2225 says I thought about doing a few taco cakes, but I'm still debating. At Angela.Co5B says where did they go?
Here they are. There's my cows. Look, there's one right there. Look at that little cow. Big cow.
Anaku594 says seems strange to me how close those buildings are to the street.
A lot of small cows. There's a lot of baby cows out there. You know? I love cows. Where they're going. Where y'all going? Where are you going? Here comes another one. This one wants to be in the film. Hi.
Angela.Co5B says I'll come here cow.
She's walking with like a little bit of a... Oh, I better go. I got a car behind me now. Hold on, everybody.
There's a house right down from me that has a few babies. Atlas loves walking down there.
Oh, yeah. I bet so. AJ would love to hang out with a cow. Hopefully that wasn't too pixelated. We that was actually part of
Angela.Co 5B says make a short of that cart, Craig, with the cows.
did the film look all right? That's like the Tunnel of Doom right there. They were like basically next to the Tunnel of Doom. So usually we're very pixelated there.
Angela.Co 5B says if M.
Here we go. I like that. That one was like walking along pretty, she had a little skip in her step. All right, back at the bakery. Look, someone in the gym over there. Look. See the person running? Not going anywhere. They're running. They're living fit right there. There's an ad for Living Fit. And he's actually facing the bakery, right? So he's trying to get to the bakery.
Anaku 594 says what do cows read in the morning?
But he's on the treadmill. What do cows read in the morning? I don't know. Do you know the answer to that?
Angela.Co 5B says if you make taco cakes, let Craig make it short to show them, please.
Yeah, we'll do that.
At Morgan2225 says newspaper. At Donaku 594 says newspaper.
Newspaper. Very good. Very good. That's a good one. All right, folks. Well, our journey has come to the end. It is. Let me see. Oh, that's probably one. All right. So I hope everybody has a great Sunday. Remember, 1 week from Mother's Day. That's our warning. And tomorrow I'll be back on at 5:15. We've got a 3-day trip. And it'll be a little exciting tomorrow because will we have enough gas? Maybe. Maybe not. Anyway. All right, everybody. Have a great day. Enjoy your, hopefully everybody's got good weather.
Says, have a good day, everyone. At Morgan L2225 says, peace out, Girl Scout.
All right, everybody.
At 594 says,
see you guys.
Have a great day.
Have a good one.